Good morning, learners. I welcome you to my class. As you know, we have already completed the series of noun and the series of verb. In today's class, we are going to discuss the sentence, kinds of sentence and parts of sentence. Why I have started the sentence? Because it is very important part for the English language. How? When you are going to write an article and notice writing, message writing, in all the way you have to use the different kinds of sentences. So let's start. Okay. So read these two. I have written here some groups of words. First you read the man at the standing each gate. Today, rain may not eat. Here I have written the groups of words. But these words are giving a sense. I think it is not giving. So, come. The man is standing at the gate. It may not rain. Now read, the man is standing at the gate. It may not rain today. So, these group of words are giving us a complete sense. So, these are known as the sentence. See children, this sentence I have started with a capital letter and ended with a full stop. The same way means the sentence has some features. What are the features? Some features. First, it gives us a complete sense. Means a sentence is a group of words and which gives us a complete sense. Number 2, it has a verb. It has a verb. Without verb, we cannot form any kind of sentences. And sometimes what happens, only a verb can form a sentence. How? Run. It itself completes the sentence. So, only the verb can form a sentence. But without the help of a verb, we cannot form any kind of sentences. We cannot form. Then, sentences always starts with a capital letter and with a full stop or question mark or an exclamation mark. So these are the features of a sentence. First, it gives us a complete sense. Second thing, it has a verb, and without a verb, we cannot form any kind of sentences. And third is, the sentence always starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. If it is a question, then with question mark, or if it is a exclamatory sentences, then it ends with the exclamation marks. Okay. Now we will discuss about kinds of sentence. So, there are 4 kinds of sentences. What are those? Number 1, assertive sentences, which also known as declarative and statement. And number 2, imperative sentences. Number 3, interrogative sentences. And number 4, exclamatory sentences. So now we will discuss about assertive sentences. Assertive sentences or declarative sentences, or which is also known as the statement. These kinds of sentences state something. What? I go to the park in the evening. So this is an example of assertive sentences. Here I am giving a statement, or I am declaring something, or I am state something. What? That I go to the park in the evening. So in these assertive sentences, these sentences are of 2 types. One is affirmative and another one is negative. This affirmative sentence, also known as the positive sentences, and negative sentences we use here not. I go to the park in the evening. So it is an affirmative sentence. And negative sentence not. I am not going to the park in the evening. So, assertive sentence means what? A sentence that states something. Like, I go to the park in the evening, and it is an affirmative sentences. This assertive sentences is 2 forms. One is affirmative and another one is negative. Affirmative means positive. Like, birds fly in the sky. Birds do not fly in the sky. The way we can make it positive to negative to positive. Okay. Second one, imperative sentence. So, a sentence that expresses a command, a request, an advice or desire is known as an imperative sentence. How? Command. Keep quiet. Keep quiet is what? It is a command. Request. Please bring a glass of water for me. It is command. It is request. Then an advice. You should do exercise regularly. It is advice. Then desire. I wish I would go abroad. So this is desire. So in imperative sentence, it always expresses a command, an advice, a request or a desire. How? Keep quiet. It is a command. Please give me a cup of tea. That is your request. Then you should do your exercise regularly. That is you are giving advice to someone else. And I wish I would go abroad. Here it is the desire. And remember one thing, whenever we are writing the imperative sentences, always the subject will be hidden. How? Keep quiet. You keep quiet. Please bring a cup of water for me. What? You. You bring a glass of water for me. Sit down. You sit down. Stand up. You stand up. Means everywhere the subject is hidden. And most of the time the subject will be you only. And remember one thing. This imperative sentence also starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay? Number 3, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are those sentences which are used to ask questions by using WH words, sometimes by using the auxiliaries also. How? These interrogative sentences are of 3 kinds. First, WH question. Means whom, where, whose, which, how. These all are included in WH question. And number 2 is yes/no question. In yes/no question, starts with be form, do form and have form. Means with the help of the auxiliaries, we can form the questions. And the answer will always come yes or no. Third is question tag. So what is WH question? WH question means the questions starts with the WH words. For example, who are you? Which book is yours? How many hands do you have? Like this, we can form the question with the help of the WH words. And yes/no questions, how we can form the yes/no questions? Why it is known as the yes/no question, children? Because the answers comes either yes or no. How? Are you a student? The same question will ask to you people and the same question will ask to me also. How? Are you a student? Then the answer from your side, yes, I am a student. But from my side, no, I am not a student. So the answer come either yes or no, and it always starts with the auxiliaries. How? Like are. Be form means each, am, are, was, were, like this. Do means do, did, does, and have means has, have or had. So when the question starts with the auxiliaries, then it is known as the yes-no questions. And what is question tag? Question tag means a group of words. A group of words, they will form the sentence, and at the end of the sentence, there will be a question, and that is added to the group of words. How? For example, I have done this work. So question will come, add a question tag. See, the question will come, add a question tag. So how you will add here? I have done this work. You will omit this full stop. You will put here comma. Have not I. And at last you will put question mark. And mind it, have not I, this H will be in small letter. And another, I have not done this work. The same way, have I. See, here I have written the positive sentence. The answer came in negative. And here I have written the negative answer. And the answer came in positive. So always mind it that when the question will come, add a question tag. In that case, if the sentence is affirmative or positive, then the answer will be negative. And mind it, that whatever question you are writing, answer you are writing here, the first letter remain always small letter. And you will omit the full stop, and instead of that you will write the comma, and at last question mark. Okay? Number 4, exclamatory sentences. A sentence that expresses a strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. How? Just imagine, children. You are coming to school by your cycle and it's already 7:30 and you have to attend the assembly sharp at 7:35. So you are in a hurry. You are coming in a very speed. Suddenly you fell down and you got hot in your leg, in your hand, everywhere. So what the feeling will go? Ouch! I hurt my leg. Ouch! I hurt my hand. You are coming to school or you are going for a picnic or somewhere else. You have seen the beautiful scenery. So what will be your expression? Wow! That feeling, it comes from your heart. That the emotion that comes from your heart, the strong feeling that comes from your heart. Suppose a new teacher came to your class to give you the demo class and she is very beautiful. So what will be your expression? How beautiful, Sage. So in this case, I have used here ouch. I have used here wow. So one day my child came to me with a what is that seed. By saying that, I am so happy. And what he said, Mama, I got the first prize. So I am very much impressed by that. And I said, well done, my son. This well done. So, ouch, I hurt my leg. Wow, what a beautiful lady she is. Well done. You have done it. So in this case, these are the things you have never thought that these things will happen. Then after I will shout like ouch, I will say wow. You have never thought. Automatically this comes from your heart, the emotions, the strong emotion that comes from your heart. So exclamatory sentences are those sentences which express the strong feeling which comes from your heart. Like that, your math teacher has given you a sum, a difficult sum. You have tried for 2 times, for 3 times, for 4 times, but you are not able to do, and every time you failed. At last what happened? You have done it. Then what will be your expression? Yahoo! I have done it. So in this way, when the strong and sudden feeling which comes from your heart, that is known as the exclamatory sentences. And these exclamatory sentences always starts with a capital letter and ends with the exclamation mark. Okay? I hope you understood this. Yes? So these are the 4 kinds of sentences. What are those, children? Assertive sentences, which is also known as the statement or declarative sentence. Number 2, your imperative sentences. Number 3, your interrogative sentences. And number 4, that is your exclamatory sentences. Now, we are going to discuss these parts of the sentence. Dogs bark at the stranger. Dogs bark at the stranger. So here, about what we are talking, these words, they are telling about whom? About the dogs. Dogs bark at the strangers. And what is spoken about the dogs? Bark at the stranger. So, there are 2 parts of a sentence. What is that? One is subject and another one is predicate. And what is subject, children? Subject means in a sentence about what or about whom the next other words are seen, that is known as the subject. Like bark at the strangers. Who bark? Dogs bark at the strangers. So the question comes who? It is subject. Okay? Then bark at the stranger is the predicate. Like that, in some sentences, for example, I will talk about the imperative sentences. How? Do your job yourself. For example, I have written this sentence. Do your job yourself. Do your job yourself. Which is the subject here? Do can be the subject? No, it is a verb. Your job yourself. It is not a subject. So, which is the subject here? Always mind it. in imperative sentences, most of the time the subject is you, and here you. You is the subject and rest all are predicate. As I said, stand up, sit down, get out, come in. Come in really means what? You come in. Come in. I have written here come in. What really it means, children? Really, it means you come in. So which is the subject here? You is the subject and come in is predicate. So subject means what? About what or whom is spoken, that is known as the subject. And what is spoken about the subject, that is known as the predicate. Okay? I hope you have understood all this and you can use in your day-to-day life also, children. And from this side, continue. Thank you.